And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's Oklahoma City taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singy, we're going to see a lengthy win streak put to the test.
Over the course of a full season, Boog, there are few stretches where a team is clicking offensively, defensively, starting pitching, and bullpen. Right now, this is one of those stretches for this club.
First pitch moments away, and today's starting pitcher, Sam Hentges. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time.
Well, this one high and deep, way back there, and gone. He wastes no time on this one. It's 1-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
Zach Geloff getting ready to hit. Comebacker to the mound. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
The first base.
Well, Boog, it can be tough to get a good grip on the baseball if it's cold outside, and that's definitely the case right now here in the ballpark. Could have been something else, but I definitely know that feeling when your fingertips are numb and you really can't feel the baseball.
Now the first baseman, Ryan Noda, homered last night, added another hit as well. And he can't make the play. Off balance beat, there's one. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Brent Rooker. A big game for him last night. He had 4 hits in that one. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Straw getting an angle on it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Let's take a look at our lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Shea Langoliers.
Well, his teammates keep feeding him, and he keeps on eating. Top 5 in the American League in RBIs, and he's become a go-to guy you want to see at the plate. If you root for this team, he's the guy you want up there with runners on base right now.
Now it's J.D. Davis. There's a swing and a drop. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0. Siggy, that's a special one. His 100th career home run.
Man, 100 career homers. Pretty impressive. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Base is empty. So here's Brown at the plate. Towards first. Boots it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. Today's starting pitcher, Alex Wood. What do we have on him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Miles Straw leading things off and takes a strike.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
The 1-1. Swings through that one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the ball to it.
And down on strikes. And there's one away.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Swings through that.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That one missed. The Guardians trailing by 3 here in the third and final game of the series. And another ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? Double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Ramirez hitting third in the lineup, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. And the slider catches the zone.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop at it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
2 outs. Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They trail it here 3-0. Top of the second. Aledmys Diaz now.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Henches back to work. That one is absolutely belted. Going, gone. He made him pay for that one. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Pitched a drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And here is Shea Langoliers. Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
So up next, Nick Allen.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, averaging more than 2 hits per game in his last 5.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Second home run of the inning for him, and they add to the lead. It's 5-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Now, Yuri Ruiz. That smash towards center. Makes the grab on the run. 2 down.
Now back, second base.
So 2 down now, and here is Zach Geloff. He's 0 for 1. Out towards right center field. Laureano trying to get there. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now it's going to be David Fry. The pitch. Right side. Tosses to first. And a quick out, number 1.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. And that's in there at the knees. Wood, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Here's the 0-2. And ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square in the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Here's a high chopper. In plenty of time to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Guardians fail to score. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. And we're back. Top half of the 3rd inning at the plate. Ryan Noda. The pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. It's a leadoff double to start the 3rd.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Sam Hentges done for the night, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. Logan Allen into the game. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Next to hit, Brent Rooker. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. He's safe. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
And at first, now it's J.D. Davis. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these players doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened.
And that chance handled. Off balance feet, there's one. And that's two.
If you blink, you might miss it, and that's the magic of the 5-4-3 double play. It happens so fast, which is a huge reason why this is such a delicate sequence. The entire play will break down if one person has bad timing.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on. Warning track. And you can touch them all, baseball man. And they add on. It's 7-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
On the ground to the left. The throw to first, and that is that. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and nobody left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. The Rough Riders have the advantage. 7-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Good sinker low in his zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And here's the first baseman. And first offering is fouled off. That's a little bit low. And that's in for a strike. The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of the 3rd. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 up, 2 down.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Ramon Laureano. Close, but call the ball. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Yeah, 1 ball, 1 strike.
2 outs, base is empty. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball. 2 outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. The Guardians go down in order. They continue to trail 7-0. Shea Langoliers, the next to hit.
The catcher, Shea Langoliers.
The pitch. He swings and fouls one off. The wide to kick the pitch. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. His second home run of the series. It's 8-0.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spot. If you don't, you're going to hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So digging in, Nick Allen. On the ground to third. Gathers and throws to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. So the lineup flips over, and stepping in is the speedy Esteury Ruiz. He's already homered here in this one. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Zach Geloff will hit next. High fly ball down the left field line. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. So he goes yard to left. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 10-0.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like
the pitcher now, Nick Sandlin.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now the first baseman, Ryan Noda. Foul ball. Sandlin goes 5 feet 11 inches. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a sinker, and occasionally works in a splitter. Still only one out here in the inning. Lifted in the air, right center field. Laureano settles under it, and there's 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. Brent Rooker digs in now, 1 for 2. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Oh, he gloves it. Throw to first. Now he launches a throw over his head. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
So 2 down, and now J.D. Davis. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run comes in from second. It's 11-0. And that's a double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So up next, Seth Brown. And first offering is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball popped up. Jimenez should have this one. And makes the grab. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Ready to go, bottom 4. So in now for Cleveland, Miles Straw. The lefty fires.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Tosses across to first, and one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. That one's in there. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
No ball, 2 strikes.
1 down, base is empty. Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Here comes a pitch. And a foul ball. The Guardians yet to pick up a hit here. Next offering misses down and away. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They trail in this one 11-0. New inning getting started, and it's Aledmys Diaz. Sandlin back to work. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Well, these guys doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
And that one hammered. That's back. That one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 12-0.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
And here is Shea Langoliers. Straw makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
And now the shortstop, Nick Allen. On the ground, Arias slings to first, and there are 2 outs. Yuri Ruiz getting ready to hit. In the air to left down the line. And it's off the wall but foul. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Straw hauls it in to end the inning. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. Last half of the 5th coming up. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Guardians DH, David Fry. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball there.
You know, these Guardians just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
That's outside, and that is ball 1.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way. Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Naylor, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Hey! 0-2.
One down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a bouncer. Gets the catcher by a step.
The bat number 13, shortstop, Gabriel.
2 outs, base is empty. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now. Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
2 down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Hasn't been their day. It's 12-0. All set for the start of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Zach Geloff. The pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Brennan makes the catch, and there's 1 down.
Now back, the first baseman, Ryan.
And here's the first baseman, Ryan Noda, 1 for 3. And a foul ball. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. On the ground at first, and it stays fair.
Now back to right field.
Runner on at first with one gone. Now here is Brent Rooker. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boo, light tower power.
That's right. And a big swing and a miss. The 0-1. In the air, center field. Straw has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
The third baseman, number 5, J.D. Davis.
So digging in, J.D. Davis.
Well, no better night than Sunday night when everyone is watching. You break out, you just let them know that you haven't gone anywhere.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Next to hit, Seth Brown. High in the air, out to right. Right there is Laureano. Drops into the glove, and that is that. So they strand a pair. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Rough Riders out front here, 12-0. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. And a pitch. Loop behind second, and out number 1 on the grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now the first baseman. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And now the count is even. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Laureano in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
There's a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. The Guardians hitless so far in the game. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Trevor Steffen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Aledmys Diaz now. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
And a pitch. Popped up left side. Ramirez makes the grab, and there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first
Now
out of the ball game.
The catcher, Shea Langoliers.
And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. He circles the bases. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 13-0.
Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
Base is empty, one away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nick Allen. This to center field. Squeezes it, and there are 2 outs.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Yuri Ruiz, the next to hit. On the ground to third, and he grabs it foul. Stephan, 28 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2017. And that one wrapped foul. Stays alive. And the 0-2. Chop to third. Ramirez tosses to first, and that'll do it. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. 7th inning stretch time. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Miles Strong. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
And the pitch. Caught him looking for the K.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
And there's a ball.
Count 1-0.
Base is empty, one away. Here the bottom of the 7th. Bounce to the left side, and that's just foul. Just missing there, and it's 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 gone now.
He just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up to 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Jose Ramirez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's downstairs and outside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And it is 2-1. The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up here in the third and final game of the series. Swings and misses, struck him out. Guardians fail to score. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. And welcome back to the ballpark. For the top of the eighth, here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. And a pitch. That's to third. Throws to first. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Noda.
And here's the first baseman, Ryan Noda. High fly ball out to center field. Straw has a beat on it. And there's two down. Two outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brent Rooker.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Swing and a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
The third baseman, number 5.
So up next, J.D. Davis.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. That's his 7th home run of the series. And they tack on to their lead. It's 15-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Eli Morgan.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And now here is Seth Brown. In the air out to center. Straw has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Back after this on the show. And we're back. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the DH, David Fry.
Designated hitter.
We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
The pitch. And that one missing low. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now
at the plate, Bo Naylor. Still a ways to go, but this is can't miss stuff right now. chase that time. The Guardians still looking for their first hit in this one. Swings through that one for strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Rooker snags it out. Number 2.
Man, he's getting really close to this thing right now. Only 4 outs left, but it's going to be tough to get.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Pitch
Outside,
misses,
that's ball.
and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
The shortstop takes the ball. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. The Guardians go down in order. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. We go to the 9th, and now the DH, Aledmys Diaz. A wind in the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Fought off foul. And the righty deals. Line to left. Fair ball.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Shea Langoliers. And first offering is fouled off. Diaz gets his lead at first, nobody out. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 17-0. Zingy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Now it's the shortstop, Nick Allen. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Brennan has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out.
The center fielder, number 1, Esteury.
Now here is Esteury Ruiz. And a foul ball. Two runs across in the inning. Here at the top of the 9th. That one ripped. And it's off the wall. The throw into second. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
And now Zach Geloff. Out towards left center. Straw getting an angle on it. He makes the grab. Runner tags and goes to 3rd.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So man aboard, and now the first baseman, Ryan Noda. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on, and the lead continues to grow.
He was all over that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, James Karinchak. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Baseline center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now the third baseman, J.D. Davis. In the air, out towards left center. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Alex Wood heading back out for the bottom of the 9th as he'll look to make history. Well, there's a sign from the crew chief. We are officially in a rain delay as they'll put the tarp on the infield and hope this one passes quickly.
Well, the goal is to resume play within the hour, so that leaves these managers with a bit of a decision. Will they be able to keep their pitchers in the game or not? So we'll have to see on the other side, folks.
On the ground, right side. Jumps, throws, and he's safe at first. That's their first hit of the ball game.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
And here's the first baseman. 3 outs from a no-hitter.
You can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You've got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
One of their last chances to break up the no-no. He swings and fouls one off. And now the lefty. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. And they're down to their last out. Luis Medina will take over here.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Last out for the Guardians in this one. Miles Straw digs in for the Guardians. And the no-hit bid comes down to this. Swing and a pop-up. And there it is, a no-hitter.
Well, no-hitters are awesome, but there's something really fun and cool about a combined no-hitter. What a great day to be at the ballpark. This team got the W. That's what's most important.